Okay, good evening everyone, and welcome to another card of the day. Apologies for the last couple of days that I've taken time off, but you know, sometimes when you're working from home, it's nice to have a little bit of me time or a little bit of family time, and that's exactly what I did. I had a little bit of me time, a little bit of family time. And so, but I'm back. Also, yesterday I woke up to the news that I had actually won a grand prize in the 7-day Avera challenge that I had taken part in, and that just blew my mind. You know, usually when there's prizes going, I'm usually the last one on the list to get a prize. So, you know, it was actually, you know, all our names had a number next to them, and it was so good the way they did it. If you're not a member of the Avera Wellness page, go along to the Avera Wellness page. You'll see all the challenges and the videos on there. Even if you didn't take part in the challenge, you can still watch the videos over and still take part of in the challenge. I highly recommend the 7-day challenge for anyone. It really does boost your confidence and sets you firmly on a path of self-love, self-worth, self-gratitude, and you know, it's really good for all of that. I enjoy doing the 7-day challenge along with other wonderful ladies in our Avera team and non-Avera people as well, non-Avera customers, etc. So when I watched the video on replay and realised I had won, and it just blew me away. That I had won the grand prize. There were 4 prizes. I will share Tracy's shout out to the 4 winners later on, but I wanted to spend yesterday with my partner, and I also had a visit from my autistic son, so it was nice to share that news with family and just to come off social media for a little, for one day, and just take in the news that, you know, I had been chosen, you know, and it was done fair and square. Everybody that did the challenge had a number next to the name, and a wonderful Tracy, who ran the challenge, asked everyone that was watching the live to pick a number, and they picked 4 numbers, and the first number that was picked happened to be mine. So if you're watching my live and you picked number 6 for me, thank you so much. It really made my day yesterday. I was on cloud 9, literally cloud 9. So thank you so much, and thank you to Tracy for doing that wonderful challenge. Just wanted to explain that before we did our card of the day, because you know, I can't talk highly enough about the Avera community. We lift each other up, we make each other feel special. And, you know, every one of those ladies, we had 53 people doing the 7-day challenge. That's huge. And every one of those 53 are winners. There were only 4 could have got, only 4 could win. So, you know, it was absolutely huge. That we had 53 people doing the challenge together as a community, as an Avera community, and we got so much out of that. So even though you may have been on the challenge and you haven't won, in my eyes we're all winners, because we all took gems of information away with us. So huge thank you to everyone. And well done to all the winners, including myself. So I'm going to use our moon cards today, just because, you know, I'm still on cloud 9 from yesterday. And then, of course, we announced our Black Friday sale, and it's lashes. Oh, I'm a lash queen now. Honestly, I love my lashes, and I love my wellness. And we had the lashes and our wellness, especially our green tea, on the sale. Oh my gosh! And they're on sale till the 1st of December. So I'm super excited when you've got products that work and you are crazy about, you can't help but shout about them. So I'm just going to shuffle these cards and see where they go. Oh, what really happened here? Okay. Ooh. Okay, Facebook's just cut me off. Oh, there we are, we're still on. We are still on. Okay, so I'm going to choose these, just shuffle these cards. Alright, and then we're going to see what card comes up for today. Now, if you are thinking about the green tea, just a heads up, we have got flavours in the green tea in the UK selling out already. That is just huge. So grab your green tea while you can, because I can see eventually by the end of this weekend I can see all flavours of the green tea just flying out the door. So grab your green tea while you can, folks, before it's gone. Okay, now I'm just going to, if you go on my website and there is flavours that are not showing, it means that that flavour has sold out. We have 6 flavours, so if there's a flavour not showing up, then it's sold out, and it will only show the available flavours. Okay, so today's card, a win-win outcome is forecast. Again, this card has come not just once but twice this week alone. A win-win outcome is forecast. And I felt that in the air, I truly have. Since, this week has been phenomenal. It's been mind-blowing. Taking part in an amazing challenge that has changed my mindset for the better. And then winning the grand prize in that challenge, that was just mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. We had a visit from our son, and there's other good things that have really, really been happening just out of the blue. And I just knew I had to pick a moon card today, because the moon card is basically saying anything that you wish for, you're going to get right. It's a win-win situation, right? So if you're looking for that new job, you're going to get it. If you're going to look for starting a new family, you're going to get it. If, you're looking for a change in circumstances or a change in finances, be positive. You're going to get it, right? If you've been working towards a dream or a goal, you're going to get it. The time is right? It's a win-win situation, and it's a win-win outcome. It's forecast. But always I will always say, if you put a negative spin on something, it's going to be a negative outcome. If you put a positive spin on something, it's going to be a positive outcome. And I remember when I first did the challenge, I thought, 7 days, that's a lot of commitment for me. But you know what? It's 7 days self-care and love challenge. Now, if we can't commit to ourselves, there would be no point in doing the challenge, right? And that's exactly what I needed, right? I'd got free of abuse, etc., right? Over 7 years ago. But I needed to get my confidence and my belief in myself back, which is why I did the challenge. And I am so glad that I did. I didn't do the challenge for the prizes. The prizes were just a bonus. I did the challenge because that's the bit that was missing in my life. It's like the universe knew what I wanted, so put the challenge in my path. And I completed the challenge. I worked on the challenge every day. I showed up every day for the challenge, right? A win-win outcome was forecast. Couldn't have been any more clearer, right? That if we put our heart and soul in something, and we put our positivity into something, a win-win outcome is forecast, right? But if we're going to not have faith in ourselves, not have faith in our beliefs, not have faith in our goals and our dreams and in our aspirations, we're never going to get there, right? It all starts with self-love. You need to learn to love yourself unconditionally. And that means loving your flaws. Nobody is perfect, right? We all have our flaws, we all make mistakes, etc. But here's the thing, right? We can fall and we can choose to stay down. Or we can fall, we can stand up taller, dust ourselves down and carry on. Right? And that's exactly what I did for the last 50 years. I fell, picked myself up, fell, picked myself up, fell, picked myself up. Right? And every time I fell, I picked myself up with a positive attitude. Right? And it was a win-win outcome. Because had I not fought, had my old me, my old self not fought hammer, tooth and nails, I wouldn't be the woman I am today. Right? I worked damn hard to get to where I was today. I walked through hell and back to get to where I was today. And in the end, the win-win outcome was forecast. And the cherry on the cake was that last piece of the puzzle, that last bit that I needed to do, right? I found a man who loved me for the person that I am. But at that point in my life, I didn't love me, didn't have much faith in me, didn't have much trust in me. I had to learn to get that love and that trust and that respect. I spent 50 years pleasing everyone else apart from myself until I changed that. And that 7-day challenge opened more doors than our wonderful Tracy can ever realise. Because to me that was the missing piece of my puzzle. I needed to believe in me. I needed to stop worrying about what people would think about me. I needed to stop worrying about whether people loved me for who I am. I needed to stop worrying about the people that walked out of my life, because literally the people that walked out of my life were never meant to be in my life in the first place, right? And that's okay. That's absolutely okay, right? Because the people that walked out of my life made room for the wonderful, wonderful, supportive friends and family that I now have in my life. So really, those that walked out of my life did me the hugest favour ever. They took the negativity out and left the positivity in. And the challenge taught me that, and it taught me so much more. It taught me to look after myself, look after my body, look after my skin. And put myself and my health and my family first and foremost. And it's okay now and again to say no. It's okay now and again to have an off day. It's okay now and then to give yourself a treat when you're being careful with what you eat. Food's meant to be enjoyed. Let's enjoy it, right? especially on Thanksgiving. Stop beating yourself up about, oh, I've been trying to lose weight, now it's Thanksgiving, now it's Christmas, and I'm going to put on that weight. Stop. Right? Food tastes delicious. Food is enjoyable. Take your time. Eat your food slower than you would normally do. Right? The body's going to digest it quicker and use it as fuel, and you're still going to lose weight. Because let me tell you a secret. Diets don't work. I'm going to repeat that. Diets don't work. Do you want to lose weight? Take fat burning supplements like green tea and Ignite, which I drink, right? They're going to boost your metabolism. They're going to warm up the blood. And when the blood warms up, it burns energy, burns those fat cells, right? When you're eating your meals or a snack, take a mouthful and put your fork down and chew. And chew some more. And chew some more. Till you've broken that mouthful of food into smaller, digestible pieces, right? And then swallow. Then pick up your fork. Take another mouthful. What that is doing is getting the saliva glands going, right? It's getting the oxygen going. It's breaking down the molecules of the food into digestible size fragments that your body can digest and use as fuel. If you're wolfing your food down, you're taking bigger chunks. The body thinks, oh my gosh, that's too much, way too much. I'll just nibble a corner of that and then I'll just store the rest on the body. Yep, that's our stored fat cells, right? So we can be on a diet and still rush our food, and still the body is going to store some of that food as fat because we haven't broken it down into small digestible portions that the body can actually consume, right? And here's another nugget of information, because I love to help people like myself lose weight, that need to lose weight. It takes 15 minutes for your stomach to tell your brain that it's full. 15 minutes, right? Now, when I was going through stress, I would comfort eat. It would take me 5 minutes to demolish a plate of food because I'd be so stressed I would just be wolfing it down, shuffling it down, right? And then I would get bloated, and then I would feel, and then 10, 15, 20 minutes later I would feel stuffed to the point I couldn't move off the sofa. And it wasn't until I was doing Scottish Slimmers eating plan, and I spoke to the lady that run it, very wise woman, and I said, I've tried every diet going and I just cannot lose weight. And she told me, take a bite, put your fork down, chew it. Take another bite, put your fork down, chew it. It's going to take you about 15 minutes that way to eat your first course. That's 15 minutes that your stomach will tell your brain, I'm full. Chances are you ain't going to get to dessert. And if you are, you can only eat a little bit. And she said, the result, no stored fat. The result, that everything that you eat gets burned up. It's like putting a log in the fire. It gets burned up to ash, right? Because the fire has got oxygen to fuel it. You get a match and a log, but no oxygen, you ain't going to make a fire. Add oxygen to the mix, you've got that triangle. You've got the fuel, you've got the oxygen, and you've got the ignition, right? Our bodies are the same. You need to chew, get the saliva glands going, right? That breaks down the food into small digestible particles, but also adds extra oxygen in there to fuel that, right? Then when you swallow, your body is able to digest it as fuel, and it's going to give you more energy. So you're going to have more energy. More energy means you're going to burn more fat. More fat burn means you're going to store less on your hips, thighs, etc., etc. That's why I love my Ignite and my green tea for weight loss, but I also like to just slow down and enjoy every mouthful of food, because when you take your time with your food, you actually taste all the flavours. If you're wolfing it down, you don't have time to take in those delicious flavours of the food. Try it for yourself. You'll notice a huge, huge difference. And how wonderful would it be to say, I can eat whatever I want and still lose weight, providing I slow down. It's a win-win situation. It's a win-win outcome, right? So even if your goal was to lose weight, that's a little nugget of advice to do that, right? When we invest in good skincare, we start to look younger and we can love ourselves in the mirror, right? A win-win situation. So if you're watching this card of the day, it's a win-win situation for you as well. Thank you for joining me this evening. If you're watching on replay, let me know where you're watching from. My weekly card of the week, free card of the week, I've decided from this week I'm going to be doing it on a Sunday. I realise that a lot of people work on a Friday, right? And not everybody can jump on for a free card reading, and it's so much easier for them to jump on a weekend. So this week's free one card draw will be this Sunday at 9 p.m. UK time, from 9 p.m. till 11. So come along this Sunday, right here in the Mystic Witch group on Facebook, and come and ask me for a card. I will draw a card for you, not a problem. So thank you all for joining me tonight. Have a great Thanksgiving if you're in the USA. If you're not in the USA, have a great evening anyway. Lots of love and bright blessings from myself, Mystic Witch. Love you all. Bye for now.